Welcome back to English podcast session. I'm your host, John.
And I'm Amelia. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects almost everyone, the behind-the-scenes world of social media ads and how companies target you.
That's right. We've all seen those oddly specific ads pop up on our feeds, right? Like, you talk about a product, and there it is on your screen.
Exactly. It can feel like magic, but there's a whole science behind it. Let's unravel the mystery.
So, Amelia, let's start with the basics. What are social media ads?
Great question, John. Social media ads are paid content displayed on platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and others. Companies use these ads to reach their target audience.
And when you say target audience, what do you mean?
A target audience is a group of people most likely to be interested in a product or service. Companies define this group based on things like age, location, interests, and online behavior.
So instead of wasting money advertising to everyone, they focus on those who might actually buy.
Exactly. It's like aiming for the bullseye in darts. Precise and effective.
All right, Amelia, this brings us to the big question. How do companies know so much about us?
It all starts with data collection. Whenever you use apps, websites, or even search engines, you leave behind digital footprints.
Like what you search, the posts you like, or the videos you watch.
Yep. Social media platforms track all that. Plus, cookies on websites collect data about your browsing habits.
Wait, cookies? You mean those tasty treats?
Laughs, not quite. In the digital world, cookies are small files stored on your device to remember information about you. For example, your login details or the items in your shopping cart.
Got it. So cookies are more like little spies.
You could say that.
So once they have all this data, what happens next?
That's where algorithms come in. Algorithms analyze the data to predict your preferences.
The magic behind the curtain.
Precisely. For instance, if you like posts about fitness, the algorithm might show you ads for gym memberships or workout gear.
It's smart, but also a bit creepy, don't you think?
True. It's a double-edged sword. On one hand, you see relevant ads. On the other, it raises concerns about privacy.
Let's talk about the ads themselves. Why are they so effective?
It's all about psychology. Ads use emotional triggers, like happiness, fear, or nostalgia, to grab your attention.
So when I see a happy family enjoying a new car, it's designed to make me think, that could be me.
Exactly. They also use urgency, like limited time offer, to push you to act quickly.
Clever. But it feels like manipulation.
It can be. That's why it's important to be aware of these tactics.
Speaking of awareness, what about the ethical side of things? Are there rules for how companies can use our data?
There are, but they vary by country. For example, the GDPR in Europe requires companies to get your consent before collecting data.
And what about here in the US?
The rules are less strict, but there are still some protections, like the CCPA in California.
Still, it feels like there's a lot we don't know.
True. That's why understanding how this works is so important.
All right, Amelia, let's give our listeners some practical tips. How can they protect their privacy?
First, check your privacy settings on social media platforms. You can limit what's shared.
Good one. What else?
Be cautious with cookies. You can decline non-essential ones on websites.
And maybe use ad blockers?
Yes, though keep in mind some sites rely on ads for revenue.
So it's about balance.
To wrap up, let's share a short story about personalized ads.
Sure. Imagine this, Sarah loves gardening. She often searches for tips online and follows plant-related pages. One day, she's scrolling through her feed and sees an ad for a local nursery offering rare plants at a discount.
That's so specific.
Right? The ad speaks directly to her interests. She visits the nursery, buys a plant, and later tells her friends about it. Everyone benefits. Sarah finds something she loves, and the nursery gains a customer.
A win-win. But it's a reminder of how much these platforms know about us.
Exactly. It's a powerful tool when used responsibly.
And now, it's time for our quiz. Here's a question for you. What are cookies in the digital world? Is it A, delicious treats, B, small data files, or C, online trackers?
And the answer is B, small data files.
Correct. Cookies store information about your online activities.
That's it for today's episode of English Podcast Session. Thanks for joining us.
If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe and share it with friends.
And as always, stay curious and keep learning. See you next time.
Bye for now.